We got in contact with the property buying company because of the situation my parents were in, not our parents were in. Yeah. And we needed to sell the house quickly.
Their house had been on the market for over a year and hadn't sold, and they decided to rent it. But we needed to generate some income so that Mum and Dad could buy
the new flat.
The new flat.
I spoke to someone called Eli initially, and then every response after that was very efficient, wasn't it?
You did most of the arranging, but it went through very quickly, very smoothly.
I'd recommend the property buying company time after time because they did what they said they were going to do. There was no hidden agenda. Everything they said was just upfront and honest, and no hidden things, which you find there are in a few of these companies that, you know, want to buy your house quick for cash. Where with the property buying company, there wasn't. Everything they said.
No pressure. And what we were told initially was the actual outcome. Everything was upfront, open. We knew what was going on. They were excellent with Mum and Dad, explaining things.
And Eli kept in touch, didn't he, all the way through the process, and even after the process had finished. Eli was, and I think it was nice having the one person to deal with. Yeah. I think the process from start to finish was about 6 or 7 weeks.
I would say, if I was guessing, I would say the process took about 6 weeks in total. It seemed
maybe
quick.
8 by the time the money was in Dad's account, from the initial phone call to the money in Dad's account. Oh, Eli, I just can't rate that guy high enough, can I? Even when you were coming home from work, I was saying how good he was. And like, my parents are in their 80s, and you know, he dealt with them really well. He just was kind and considerate. Didn't mind talking to them about the same thing about 5 or 6 times to make sure my parents knew exactly what was going on. And that was important to us, that although we're up to date with the technology and words of today, my parents are in their 80s, and he didn't. He made sure they really understood the process and everything that was going on.
We had a quite unpleasant experience with a different company, didn't we? Who initially made us a very generous offer. We struggled to get any contact with that other company on the phone or by email. And then
But they kept also saying there's not a problem, there's not a problem.
But we were ringing them regularly and they would promise to get back to us and not do that. But the property buying company just were totally different, just genuine. And you knew where you were all the time. Much preferred them.
We were told the price, how long it would take, and that's exactly what happened. There was a price agreed, it went through in 6 weeks. It was straightforward, and we didn't get that response from other companies which we'd spoken to. Honest, upfront.
Easy to understand. I know that's not one word, but it was straightforward. There was no hidden agenda.
We'd definitely recommend the property buying company, wouldn't we?
Yes, I would recommend.
To anybody who is in a similar position to us, or even if they just wanted to sell their houses quickly, because it was a straightforward process.